Well, it looks like Google's having some real big success with the new Pixel series. And it looks like they're already planning on the Pixel 8 as we speak. Let's talk about it. Alright, the first story, the main story, the Google Pixel 8. Now, before you come at me in the comments, before you start yelling at me going, oh, don't you hate Google? Don't you talk so much shit about Team Pixel? Why are you covering pixels? Listen, regardless of what I think of that stupid club, at the end of the day, my job is to report the news. And it seems that in correlation to this news, the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro have been doing very, very well. Sales numbers have been very respectable. We're seeing a new demand from consumers to want to get this phone. And it seems like Google is eager to keep that pace going because according to several reports, it seems that the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro may have reportedly been not leaked, but have been hinted at with several new indications. According to the same database that was used to track the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro, Google has received early samples of the third generation Tensor chip, codenamed Zuma. This SoC design is looking to be in accordance to Samsung's 3nm process node, but is also looking to outpace the TSMC's 3nm processors. It seems that it is going to go in the route that Apple is also going in, along with other CPU makers, trying to make it down to the finest of smallest of details while preserving efficiency, power performance, and power consumption at that size. Also, in the reports, we now have the code names for the Google Pixel phones. The code names are Husky and Shiba. Husky is reported to be the code name of the Pixel 8, and Shiba is reported to be the Pixel 8 Pro. We do see that in the databases that both the 8 and 8 Pro, based on their code names, whichever one is which, Husky has a display resolution of 2822 by 1344, which is presumably the Pro because that's a higher than 1080p display, and also a 1080p resolution for Shiba. Now, if I said that backwards before about how I said Husky was the 8 and 8 Pro, I apologize because now I'm just reading it. But anyway, going forward, we also have a last report saying that the Tensor G3, or the Tensor Generation 3, for those that don't understand, we're seeing that it looks like it will be adding in flavors of Google's machine learning and AI enhancements. So it seems that the chip's manufacturing process is not only to be focusing on onboard AI intelligence, but also being the most less power consumption possible at the smallest of possibles. My only suggestion for the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro, I personally would like to see more cooling components in of the phone. While I do understand a majority of it does play with some, and I say this in most scenarios, most people are happy with the heat dissipation of the Pixel devices. However, though, I would argue that they should add at least a heating element to keep the phone cool. So for example, copper cooling, maybe a heat sink, or some thermal paste of any kind. Because while the heat has gotten better, heat management in particular, there's still room for improvement. And it seems that Google is going to focus now on the performance of the phone because they've seemed to have found their stride with the camera technology, so now it's time to get down to the performance. So I wouldn't be mad if Google decided to do that, but based on these early reports, we're seeing that Google does want to keep the pace going. And listen, I gotta give them some credit. Despite what I've said about Team Pixel, and I still stand by everything I've said, at the end of the day, I really do have to call a spade, and I do have to give Google credit because they are investing in marketing, they are investing in carrier promotions, they are investing in everything that a phone manufacturer should be doing to want to make this phone a success. And considering that Google and the NBA and YouTube TV are all linked together, that's a great combination. So the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro rumors are already out there, just like the iPhone 15, so don't come at me and go, why are we talking about it now? We're already talking about the iPhone 15, buddy. Get into the back of the line. All right, so now we've talked about that, let's move on to the next story. Alrighty, the next story is the Apple VR headset. Now, as you know, we've talked about this many times. This is a very brief story because now we're hearing reports that this mixed reality headset is in final assembly. According to DigiTimes, the headset is currently in the manufacturing validation process, and it is likely to begin production on a massive scale in 2023, with an unveiling possibly being held the following month. Now, let's break down the timeline of this product. For about 5 years, Apple has been working on this headset. We have only seen reported rumored images, rendering images. We have no idea what this thing is going to look like. Better yet, we don't even know what purpose it's going to serve. They're saying mixed reality, VR headset, gaming goggles, Apple TV integration. Who in God's name knows? All we do know is that this is Apple's biggest ambition and the biggest project that they're doing, and it's on that level of the one more thing tier. So it seems that Apple is ready to finally reveal this project, and it seems that now that they've got the chips in place, the mass manufacturing can begin. Now, it is reported that Apple is still keeping a tight grip on the leaks, as they would like to keep this product under wraps as close as possible and do not want this getting leaked out there to the public, just like with the iPhone 4 and 4S, which that was a real bummer, but also the iPad as well. So it's safe to say that Apple is really going all in on this headset, and I'm going to tell you right now, in my predictions, I don't see this being a huge seller because I have a feeling the price point is going to be very expensive, but I do expect that this headset will be the start of a new line of augmented reality products that Apple will begin, and this is the tipping toe. Basically getting the expensive model out and then working their way to get cheaper costs and make more realistic products for the people, like glasses, AR glasses, which is something I'm looking forward to. So we're on that path, and now Apple's ready to pull the trigger. So should we expect an announcement in March? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see what happens. And lastly, the final story, the last story of the day, the iPhone 15 lineup. Now, I've already talked enough about the iPhone 15. You can watch my previous episodes if you want to look at it. But real quickly, just to kind of follow up, there's a sketchy rumor going around that apparently a lot of people want Dynamic Island on all the models. And apparently there's a report suggesting that Apple is going to put that on the iPhone 15 lineup. Don't believe that. Don't believe that, people, because if there's any sort of sanity left in this world, do not believe that report. No way in God's name earth are they going to put dynamic model on all the iPhones until they make it old enough where then they get it. That's just how it works. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there. And that's it. That's it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, you can hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all on the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, have a good day, and peace.